What it do? What it do? It's your boy Slim Hood, and you rocking with Who Poppin'. If you ain't poppin', who poppin'? I'm poppin'. They poppin'. Tap in. It's just work.
All right, all right, all right. I appreciate you, Slim Hood, for allowing me to pull up on you, my man.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's jump into it like this, man. Slim Hood, the producer, man. How did that name come about?
Um, I got it from my homeboy, Lil Mike from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got a cousin named Londi. They used to call him Slim.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing an event at a car show. Mike threw a car show,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought out a cameraman and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a little vlog for the camera or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Did a vlog for the show
Mm-hmm.
or for the car show, and they couldn't put both of our names in there, Slim.
Gotcha.
So he just put Hood on the back of mine. Then after
Okay.
that, everybody just started calling me Slim
Slim
Hood.
Hood.
So that's where the Slim Hood name come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been producing music? Seriously, how long?
Since I was 14, 15.
Okay. Something that you just fell in love with music at a young age?
Yeah, about 18, 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little me.
Are you originally from Charlotte?
Yeah.
Born and raised. What side?
Every side.
Every side?
My mom and daddy from the west side, so I lived over there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved to the north side. I didn't live every side but the south side. That's the only side of town I ain't lived on. I done lived in North Charlotte. I done lived in Hidden Valley,
Mm-hmm.
Statesville Avenue, W.T. Harris, Albemarle Road, Lawyers Road. My aunt worked at the Boys Club on Milton Road.
Okay.
So I'm real Charlotte. Like,
Okay. So all your family here are
yeah,
just
my whole family
okay,
from
the
Charlotte.
whole
So
family.
yeah,
Whole family. Okay. So let's talk about just a few of the artists that you done produced for,
okay.
in a little time frame. Just touch on a couple of artists that you done work with.
Well, of course, the baby.
Of course, yeah.
J-Way. Who else? Shadeezy,
Mm-hmm.
Tang, P. Frank.
P. Frank, okay.
Everybody from the city. JG,
Okay.
704 Bags, Tiny T,
Mm-hmm.
Vega, Honey Gang, Dino, Trill,
Mm-hmm.
Vino,
A ton of them.
ton of them, and that's really just that was literally just Charlotte artists. That wasn't even no national or no. That's all Charlotte artists. But then after that, I didn't work with Bankroll Fresh. I did some engineering for Anthony Hamilton.
Mhm.
Did some engineering for Fetty Wap.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Mac Wiles, the guy from The Wire. I
Okay.
engineered 2 sessions with him.
Okay.
You calling me? It don't matter. It's just work. Who else I didn't work with? Parlay from Franchise Boys.
Okay.
Guap.
Okay. Sound like you got a nice little catalog there.
Yeah, man.
Just work. That's it.
It's just work, man.
At the end of the day. So what's the music scene like in Charlotte? I know it's been, a lot of talks and a lot of people been speaking on Charlotte because, of course, the baby taking off doing what he do.
Mhm.
Do you feel like, when it comes to the music industry, that Charlotte is now starting to get the kind of attention that they deserve? Like they've been had talent?
I mean, we've been had talent, but now it's just with technology and with really just technology is coming along. You can hear that.
You good.
I'm trying to talk to them. With technology, it's no excuse.
Right.
For real. And not only that, but when you got hardworking people like
Mm-hmm.
the baby, when you got hardworking people like Chuck T, myself, Coalition DJs,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Midnight, a lot of the people that's in this city that's really helping and shaping, moving people.
Mhm.
Mario Mike, man, can't leave him out.
Okay.
Be Easy, Ben Frank, it's just the DJs, we got the infrastructure, and the infrastructure is growing to what we need so that we can then help the artists put them the way they need to be.
Right.
But they got to be willing to get out here and do the work too.
Put that work in too. Got you. So, I can honestly say I feel like DJs still play a heavy role in.
They man, listen here. It's like your song is a pack, man. You gotta take it to the DJs to get it off. It's that simple.
Right.
Like, it's that. I mean, you can pass out 1,000 flyers, or you can go give it to a DJ that play for 1,000 or 2,000 people, and that flyer is just a piece of paper. Versus them really hearing and feeling that vibe of that record,
Right.
and then leaving that club or that venue or that event saying, "Yo, where can I get that from? Where can I get that vibe?"
Right.
Because that's what you're selling.
Right. That's what you're selling. Yeah. And when the DJ spinning in the club, that's that feeling, that vibe that you get right on the spot.
That's why you go to that club. You leave your house to go catch a vibe.
Right.
You turn on the song to catch a vibe.
Absolutely.
So you're selling the vibe.
Absolutely.
So you got to sell the vibe.
All right. When it comes to Slim Hood and a creative mind process, and you making your beats, what software do you prefer? What's your go-to?
Studio One and MPC.
Okay, and why is that MPC?
Because I don't like using what everybody else like using.
Got you.
I dare to be different. I don't want to do nothing nobody else doing. If they doing that, I'm doing
You're
this.
doing the other thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you in your creative process, as a producer, what do you like to start with? Are you more of hi-hats, or are you more 808 to get the bounce and then?
No,
you
I'm
kinda
more
fill it
melody.
in?
I start with the melody first.
Okay, so you a melody person.
Yeah, I mean, I like doing the drums first, but I just feel like it just, I don't know. I just like the melody first.
The melody kind of set the tone to tell you, what I mean,
Yeah.
what you build around as far as the structure, adding your
Cause
sauces.
like once you
and
got the
flavor.
beat, then you gotta find the melody to put in there. And
To
I mean,
fit.
I can play, but I can't play like Alicia Keys. So
Right.
I ain't trying. I really just set something up and then just feel that
Feel
thing
it
on
from
in.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a producer, tell me what's the pros and the cons about when it comes to being a producer? What's the
Well,
good and bad?
The pros and the cons is there's a difference between being a producer, an engineer, and a beat maker.
Okay.
That's first and foremost. A beat maker just send people beats and sit in his room and make beats all day.
Absolutely.
Then you got an engineer who he don't even make beats.
Right.
He just engineers and records people.
Right.
Then you got a producer
Mm-hmm.
who makes beats, records people. Yo, change this word to that word. Put this right here. Yo, you should wear this for your photo shoot. I think this should be. You're like, he's producing.
Right.
He's putting something together. So I would say the pros are that for me, because I enjoy really seeing the growth of people. Like,
Okay.
for real, like just really seeing somebody like, damn, well, I remember you as such and such. Now look at you.
Look
like,
at you. Yeah, the
like,
level up.
and it ain't even hey, it's really genuine. Like, look at you, man. Like, you like, look, bro.
Right,
Like, you got
right.
it going on now.
Right. You
So,
up.
Yeah, so, because I don't like seeing people down. So,
Right,
and everybody
right.
want to be up, but it's just work.
It's just work at the
And that's the
end of day.
downside. Sometimes it's just work. You ain't always recording the best people in the world.
Right.
Everybody ain't always telling the truth in their rhymes.
Right.
Like, it's a job. Like, people don't think it's a job because it's the music industry, and it is,
Absolutely.
but it's a job, man. It's work.
So do you limit yourself to the category of artists that you would consider working with, or you pretty much open doors, to give anybody a try?
I do give anybody a try, but I am closing that door slightly.
Okay.
It's just not as open as it used to be.
Okay.
Because, like I said, like, I got seven hard drives full of music, and we should have way more plaques and be way more billboardish. So that just goes into, for me as an engineer and a producer and a beat maker, if you want to say that, even though I ain't a beat maker, like, it's selection. That's just like you got a flock of them.
Right.
But when you call on them, can't none of them come through for you.
Right.
So what's the point of having them? Versus you get that one or two that you can call on and depend on.
Mm-hmm.
You going to the moon with them.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's just really getting with artists that's very serious and work. Like, I feel like, honestly, the past work I've really done was just to make sure that people knew who I was and knew what I could do. Because, I mean, I've been doing this since I was 15.
Right. Absolutely.
But it's different when you doing it at your house and all this. Like, you got to come out here and do that now.
Right.
Stand on what you're doing.
Right.
Go against this. Go against that. So I didn't did all that. So now it's like I can really do what I want to do, how I want to do, what I want to do, because I didn't show and prove that I can do that. Like,
Right.
I can work. Not even if you give me a task, let's do it.
Yeah.
So it's just work, man. That's what it's about. Man.
Right.
It's about the work.
Do you Do you ever feel comfortable or uncomfortable when it comes to producing beats or cooking up in front of an artist? Is that, do you prefer
no,
to have a light on you?
I prefer,
Do you feel
like,
nervous?
Yeah, I
or
prefer that. Like, I come at it, and that's why I rock with the DJs. I come at it from a DJ standpoint.
Okay.
Like, I'm the DJ of this club Platinum Plus studio,
Mm-hmm.
and you just booked the session.
Right.
I gotta turn you up.
Facts.
I'm turn you up.
Facts.
like the DJ, like,
Right.
I'm about to turn you up. So
Right.
that's, you came here to get turned up, so I'm gonna turn you up. Well, I'm gonna come here and be like, okay, what do you want? I'm nervous. What do you think? What the?
Exactly. You came here for something. Let me give it to you.
And even then, it's just like producers really be nervous though. Like,
Right.
they really do, and I don't understand it. Like, a lot of it was, for me, was just, I used to put it in my head, put myself on a timer, and even like I was telling you, just that, like, yo, all right, I gotta turn, bro. We in the club, we in the DJ. All right, you, goddamn,
Right.
sauce that bitch.
Right.
Put that right there. Put them hi hats right there. Like, niggas back there, oh, they vibing, they liking that shit. All right, drop that right there. Okay, yeah, they fucking with that motherfucker right there.
Right.
So then you got something.
Right.
Versus just like, you got to carry the vibe, man.
Gotcha.
This is about the vibe.
It's about the vibe.
About the vibe.
Do you feel like in 2021 right now, the hook of any beat that's made is what let you know if you got a hit?
The hook is what's always been there.
Okay.
But at the same time, the lyrics matter too. Like, a lot of people, I read the Barry Gordy book.
Okay.
And probably some people that watched the movie in Motown or whatever. But yo, everybody in the room had to like the record.
Right.
And it made sense if you think about it, because everybody's a consumer.
True.
So if everybody in this room likes the record, everybody here's gonna talk about the record. Everybody like, and not just like, yeah, I like it. Like, why you like it?
Right. Right.
What do you like about it?
Feedback.
Yeah, like, not just the regular liking. Like, no, I need you to like this record. So when you got 10, 15, 20 people that all like a record and they believe in the record, and then they spilling that out into the world,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna do something.
It's gonna do something.
Yeah, it's gonna do something.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What do you have to say? Well, let me ask you this question, and we can get it out the way. So we know that the baby recently blew up. You know, we're definitely proud of him. He put the work
Big
in.
fact. I seen it from the jump. I seen it from the jump.
Okay.
No cap. Like,
What did you see that he was doing different that all the other artists in the city?
somebody came to me and was like, yo, man, you need to check this dude out named Baby Jesus.
Okay.
And I was like, who? What? And this is me fresh out of prison, to remind you.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't know this guy. And I'm from Charlotte, and I've been doing music since I was 15.
Right.
So I know, like,
Everybody.
so I'm like, who is this guy? I didn't know who he was. So then, people keep telling me, listen to him, listen to him. So then, I was working at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
He was driving a Bumblebee,
The BMW.
BMW. So I'm mopping floors or whatnot, cleaning bathrooms, listening to it like, yo, his first album, like, yo, this shit hard. Like, nah, I gotta get with bruh. And I'm
Yeah.
still making beats and all, but it ain't, everybody in the city ain't really. My people know what's going on with me, but the
Yeah.
whole city don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I gotta lock in with bruh. So he was coming to the studio already fucking with Sean the First.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was coming out the studio one day, I was like, hey, yo, bro, we gotta get something in, gotta work. So that's how really that relationship started. Then he just started coming to the studio. And then once he like really started coming to the studio, and I really seen his movement and his momentum he was creating. Because I was really kind of doing it, just creating the same momentum at the same time, because I'm coming up too. So it's just like, I'm seeing what you're doing.
Right,
Like, I'm
right.
seeing what you're doing. And I like you really out of here, bro. Like, I see what, like,
Right.
even to the point, like, bro, this movie shit that he gonna be doing, like, I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen it. So it ain't nothing. He worked hard and goddamn, even then to the point, like, people don't even look at the infrastructure of the work he did. It's like, he really went through and did a video with all the cameramen. He really went through and hollered at all the DJs. He really went through and did them showcases and them events.
Mm-hmm. South by Southwest.
He did, like, it's certain, like, you gotta look at what these artists be doing to get where they at.
Right.
It's just like Michael Jordan. He go to the court every day. That's why he Michael Jordan.
Right,
You can't
right.
be slacking on your pimping and think you gonna win. Like,
Right.
Nah.
Jordan will play a full game and everybody taking their stuff off. He's still
he's
out there
still,
putting
he's
them
still
up.
playing.
Still putting them up out there.
That's why he's great.
That makes sense. What do you feel like? Well, what do you feel like he did differently that all the other artists maybe just hadn't got to doing, or they
Kept
just
working.
wasn't doing?
He worked his move. He stayed in his head. He stayed on that laser focus. Like, you can't. It's a dream. You like we don't we be capping.
Right.
Like people be capping. Like people don't be. We two people, or some people two people. You got yourself, and then you got that self that you know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just be capping. So he knew who he was, a genuine person. So I know what I'm coming out here to do. So I'm gonna go do what I'm doing. I ain't worrying about what you think. I ain't worried about you think. I ain't worried about this. I ain't worried about that. Yeah, I put on the dot, but you know why? Because I'm that confident in myself. Like nobody, like bruh, I was standing out of the frame when the man took the picture. I was right there. I was in South by Southwest when he took that picture, standing right beside me.
Right.
Just out of the frame.
Right.
We was all on the same tour bus shit. Like,
Right.
Nah, we was sitting right there at the gas station. Like, so it's the work he put in, the never give up effort. This shit a gladiator sport. Niggas be giving up. Niggas be hoes.
Right.
This shit is about work.
Right.
Like, this shit like boxing. This shit like any other sport, bro. How you gonna outwork the next man? You gonna out-rep the next man.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna out-tour the next man? And it ain't no hate. It's all out of the love of the sport of the game. And if you can't, and people can't handle that.
Right.
You got dreams to be Jay-Z or something, but you ain't got them doing the shit he doing. You ain't going recording on the shit he recording on. You want to sound like Jay-Z, but you ain't sounding like Jay-Z.
Right.
But in your head, you Jay-Z.
Right.
And that's what I mean by the two reality, bro.
Yeah.
Be real with yourself. And what you got to create what's in your head in reality.
Gotcha.
If you see that, then move like that. If don't nobody see what you got going on, fuck them. You just keep moving like that.
Right.
Eventually, you're going to make them believe it.
Exactly. Eventually, they going to catch on.
But you got to stay true.
You got to.
If you switch up,
it's over.
You fool now.
That's a fact.
You fool now.
That's a fact. And even with the blueprint being laid, you know, for what he did, not saying that
it ain't gonna be the same for everybody.
It's not gonna be the same for everybody.
Not the same. That's
but
him.
you could take bits and pieces of what he did and apply it to, you know what I mean, your movement and how you
he ran it like a business.
Exactly.
He got out here, he passed out flyers, he let people know what's going. Like people, bro, I run the whole block, or my city know me, and then don't nobody know you, bro.
Nobody.
Like this is about wanting people to know you. So you need to go out in the world and let people know who you are.
Right.
I'm Slim Hood. I got these dope beats. I got studio. I got clothing line. I got this. Like, you got to put yourself out there.
Right.
You can't wait for people to come to you like, oh, bro, you dope, bro. I'm fucking with you. Like, that's gay as hell.
Right.
Like, why would another grown man just walk up to you and start fucking with you, and he doesn't, like, you should say he don't know you. He never seen you. You ain't put no energy in the world for another man to be coming holler at you.
Right.
But that's what you want in your head.
Right.
It's gay.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. And
put in some work, bro. So that man can come holler at you on some, bro, I respect what you got going up. That's what he coming to holler at you about.
Right.
Unless he on some sweet shit.
Exactly.
So it's all about the work, bro. It ain't niggas be wanting to be famous. This shit about work.
And they, like you say, no grown man is gonna want to just approach you just because. You gotta give somebody a reason to come and say, hey, bro, I fuck with what you got going on. I see what you doing on the daily. If they don't see that, they're not gonna come. I mean, it just ain't no way around.
They're putting their pride aside. They come to holler at you.
Their pride is aside.
So if you ain't got nothing, that's power. You gotta, and even then you can't be on no.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Exactly.
Like you can't, cause I'm not better than nobody. Even though people be like, bro, and I struggle with that. Like, yo, you are better. You just like, and yeah, I might be better or whatever, or who I am, but bro, I'm Slim Hood from Charlotte.
Slim Hood at the end of the day. Exactly. Do you prefer? Well, this is my take on it. I think that, you know, when you got someone that's verified, that's an artist, and you know that they serious, it's good to get those beats and those packs to them. But I do see that the up and coming, the underdogs really be building that sound for you, that solidify it for the next to come.
That's the formula. See, that's
okay.
If you chasing, that's like you chasing a new thing. It's already technically the hot thing, and you're chasing it already. So once it's not hot anymore, just like it's over, you're over. Versus chasing stuff that's not hot, and making it hot. Now you're known as the guy that makes stuff hot.
Make it hot.
So you're hot. You hot.
Right.
You the hot.
Right.
As long as you hot, you can make shit hot.
Exactly.
If you ain't hot no more, you can't make shit hot. So you need to stay hot.
Exactly.
You the juice. You the sauce.
And if you own it, then they know it's gonna be hot. Because then they go to thinking, okay, Slim Hood did this with this artist, he did this with this artist, that was hot. You know what I mean? That's buzzing in the club. He did this. So, yeah, it kind of speaks for itself.
I'm so ready for the club to open back up, man. This shit is fucking terrible.
Yeah. So what do you have to say? Let's talk about you know, clout chasing.
Okay.
What's your take on, you know, just the whole social media and what don't need to be on camera is on camera, rather if it's somebody, you know,
Yeah,
getting
my
shot.
homeboy back there was just telling me about somebody he know that was damn on Instagram showing some guns, and then next day they got banged up. Like, I'm a fella. Nobody ever seen me on camera with no gun. Ever, never, never,
I
ever,
can't
ever,
recall.
never, never seen Slim Hood with no eye.
Facts.
Not finna happen.
Facts.
It's just certain shit you don't do. But to me, it's just like a lot of people never been to jail. And a lot of people just, that's where that recidivism comes in. Man, they ain't about to bang me up no again. Like, I'm good. Like, it's about movement. But that's if you think about it, business is about movement. You need to get up in the morning, you need to be on time, you need to do this, you need to do everything you want to do to cause a success is movement. If you're a fucking crash dummy, you're just doing crash stuff, bro, you're never gonna be successful.
Right.
But if that's your mindset and that's all you're around,
that's all you
that's
know.
all you see.
Yeah.
And then even that, if you looking at it from that standpoint versus the opposite too, you just see, oh yeah, you just like, we don't know we in the Matrix. We don't know this shit is cap. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
Right.
So the clout is a no-no. But at the same time, it's a business thing too, because you got Pepsi teaming up with Nick Cannon to do something. Is that not clout chasing?
Yeah.
So it's how
on a business level.
It's how you clout
It's
chase.
how you clout chase. That's true.
If you ain't got no business about yourself, it's not clout. You dick ride.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
Versus, hey, I'm trying to ride with you, but I see what you got going on. This what I got going on. How can we goddamn boom, 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 boom.
Right. So what gets me is if it's enough money out here for everybody, why doesn't the next person want to help you, you know, in any form or fashion for what it is you may got going on? It's almost like they stiff arming you saying, nah, bro, I ain't made it yet, or you might make it before me.
People ain't seen no real money and they don't know real loyalty. They don't know. But see, you don't see real loyalty, you should get some real money.
That's true.
Like people don't, even like real love. You don't
That's
see
true.
real loyalty, you get some real money. Take away a person's all their problems and everything and see how they act then. It's a totally different game. But a lot of people never have ever lived that life, will never live that life, can only dream just have everything you want and then walk outside. And just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a total different thing, so I don't know, man. It's people.
Got you. Do you well, let's talk about this. What's next for Slim Hood? All right, so what we in? We're coming up on March.
Coming up on March.
What can we expect from you? Just work. You know what I mean?
My birthday.
Okay.
Coming up. It's in March 16th. Possibly an event. Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna possibly. But for sure, we got the fundamentals of business class jumping off this Saturday.
Okay.
Excuse me, the fundamentals of recording. I need to do a fundamentals of business because my mind is always on business. But a fundamentals of recording class, and that's I'm teaching speaker placement, microphone placement, how to set up your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation, Pro Tools, Logic, GarageBand, how to set that up. Acoustics, you know, what should you put on your walls, what you shouldn't put on your walls. Just the basis of recording to
Basic
help,
fundamentals.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just to help the people that may just be starting out.
Got you.
Yeah.
Give them a step in the right direction, so to speak.
That's this Saturday. We're working on JG and Friends, South Carolina. I just got off the phone. We did JG and Friends, Charlotte, Saturday. That joint was crazy. We had all the rappers in the city come out.
Packed.
And it was no beef, all love, all sides of town.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say only me and bro can do that, because there's some real ones in the city that can do that also. But it was definitely a good thing to see that, because really, that's really what I started to do this for too. Is just like, I got 8, 9 brothers, and I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So it's always been people at my house.
Okay.
And I got brothers, I don't got no sisters.
All boys.
All boys, I'm the oldest. So it's always been lit at my house. It's always been something going on in the house. So to see shit like that and it don't be nothing going on, and it ain't like my blood brothers, but I look at all these people as my brothers. And
Right, that's
just,
love.
I want to help. Yeah, it's just like, man, this what's up. Like, now why we can't do this and get a bag?
Together. Exactly.
So
Okay.
that's what we got going up for that. And I'm working on the album.
Okay.
We just did the Thankful Challenge. Simba, JG, and 704 Bags. We're gonna do the video for that.
Okay.
And that's basically a record I did. Just 3 artists talking about what they're thankful about. Like let's switch the motive. Let's switch the narrative. Let's have some fun. Let's change it up. Like, why do you have to do this type of record or this record? Like, even that, like, we so in the matrix or just so stuck in what we do every day that let's get out of it.
Right.
Let's do something different. So
Right.
that's what we got going on.
I believe that, you know, when it come to putting people in position, like you say, when everybody came collectively and it was just all love at that event Saturday, you know, I believe that the power's in the tongue. You know what I mean? And we really have the power to put on who we want to put on.
Yeah, we do.
As a city. You know what I mean?
We do. We just don't know we doing it.
We just don't know. Like, if they can say, okay, well, we got this artist, and we wholeheartedly as a city feel like he got what it takes. So let us all flood, comment, share, repost, make him look like what he's supposed to look like. And when the doors open, it's free for everybody. Not saying free, but it makes it easier for the transition for the other people that's just as talented
go
to
back
come
to
in.
the work.
They got to put the work in.
They got to put the work in. Because we could talk about you being hot in this all day, and then you get up on top of the mountain. Now you want to take a break.
Exactly.
That's when the real work starts.
And that's when it starts. And you've been
you got to stay up here now.
You've been to put 5 years in before you even got to the top of the mountain to start. Now this is when it really counts, because the whole world is watching you. Not just your city, the whole world.
So what you
And they
do?
waiting to see if you're going to fold or crumble.
You got to stay tight.
And what they say, as long as you ready when they call your name, you ain't got to get ready.
But, hey, shout out to my boy, man. If you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
There it is. There it
Stay
is.
ready, you ain't got to get ready. Shout out to my guy.
So this last question is a toss up in the air, and you have an opportunity. You have a choice to decline if you want. But
Cool.
with the work that you've seen from the up and coming artists coming out of the city of Charlotte right now, if you had to say 2 artists that would be the next to go out of Charlotte, who would you say?
I'm saying JG and 704 Bags, the guys I'm rocking with.
Okay, right out the gate.
I got to.
Okay.
But off of default, Shadizy, P. Frank,
Okay.
Hot Boy Shaq,
Okay.
Tanya Don Hot, he coming up.
Okay.
J-Way, of course.
Okay.
Who
I
else?
know it's a couple more I'm thinking of.
Who else? These females going crazy too. Lil Cold Hard.
Tiny
Of course,
Montana,
Lil
she
Bree,
been pretty
Tiny
consistent
Montana
too.
Hard,
Yeah.
Ty Cartel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of dope people. It's more or less just getting that structure together and just getting these artists moving, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got some motion. We just need to keep it going.
Gotcha. So
Yeah,
before we wrap it up, anybody you want to shout out, I want you to bring yourself, your social media, your
I want
Twitter.
to shout out my boy DJ Midnight, man. We just dropped that mixtape.
Okay.
Thankful. That's what the challenge came for. So go to platinumplusrecording.com. Scroll down. We just dropped the mixtape. Platinum. Thankful. It's a beat tape.
Okay.
It's 8-9 beats on there, I believe. And do what you want to with them. They free beats. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give them to the streets.
Okay.
That's for the artists. Shout out the Queen, Boss Bella, or the Princess, shall I say, the Queen, because she runs the world, my world.
Mm-hmm.
That's my daughter. And the gang, everybody else, Platinum Plus, they know who they are. Dirty Red, JG, Hollywood Jones.
Facts.
You know, the gang.
All right.